so we're making a eucalyptus wreath that's already a pre-made eucalyptus wreath. And we're going to add some cotton to it and a bow. Super simple, we think.
Again, we think this will be a wreath that can take you through the late summer into the early fall. I would say you could leave it, I would say you could use it until Christmas time if you wanted to. So we really like the look of this eucalyptus wreath. We found it in Atlanta at the market. And just to have something to add with it, I think today we're going to add a little cotton to it and a nice ribbon.
Mama's worked us out this overhead camera angle.
Just saying hello.
Oh, hey.
Jenny's here. She's
Worked
filming.
us out this overhead camera, so I'm real confused. I don't really know where to look now.
Don't look there. I'm going to take the cotton and I'm just going to simply place it on the inside of the wreath with my paddle wire. I'm not going to use any glue because I think that if you just use wire, you can certainly use this over and over again.
Okay.
So just going to make it real simple today with the cotton.
So can I chop these?
Yes, you may. So we'll swap sides again. Carrie and us will do the tango.
You're a better dancer. Where do I chop it? Like close to the top?
Probably about right there. So we've got this new apparatus over here, an easy cutter.
Can you see me? Can you see me? It is so nice.
Yes, it is. Very handy.
These are big cottons.
And they're a good size, and I think they're really good for the price too. What was the cost on those?
$2 something. I don't know if it was $2.25 or $2. It wasn't. It was around $2.
How many cotton balls are on there?
6.
It's on.
Okay. So that's a pretty good stem for cotton. And it's wired, of course. So I'm just going to move it the way that I want to move it around the wreath. Adding with the wire.
You ready for the next one?
I am. Just going to cut off a piece of wire here, probably about 12 inches long.
There was lots of cotton and eucalyptus at market.
Yes, there was. Cotton in Mississippi is king.
It is.
But all over, I know it's been very popular.
Did y'all see more of that colored cotton?
No, I mean, not really. We saw a couple places, but the colored cotton balls, balls, whatever.
Right. That's kind of the way they were presenting it to us was more along the lines of for a springtime thing. And all of us that live here in Mississippi and in the South, we know that cotton comes in the fall.
Right, it was kind of.
Yeah, so we're not really sure if we're...
I did get some. I did get a few pieces of it. Just because it would be cute, soft, cottony, and a baby wreath.
That's true.
But
try it out.
I didn't get a lot of it. Just, I don't know. And I didn't get the yellow cotton.
It looked kind of stained.
It looked like it had been peed on.
Just stained. That's enough. Thank you.
That's not my favorite.
No. So I am working my way around with the cotton and the wire.
Can you see, Mom?
It's on.
Okay.
So that's a pretty good stem for cotton. And it's wired, of course. So I'm just going to move it the way that I want to move it around the wreath. Adding with the wire.
You ready for the next one?
I am. Just going to cut off a piece of wire here, probably about 12 inches long.
There was lots of cotton and eucalyptus at market.
Yes, there was. Cotton in Mississippi is king.
It is.
But all over, I know it's been very popular.
Did y'all see more of that colored cotton?
No, I mean, not really. We saw a couple places, but the colored cotton balls. So what did we use? 5 sprays? Or
Yes.
Did you use 5 sprays?
I did. Thank you. We're working on an up-close angle of this wreath. So we have a camera above us and a camera in front of us. I know all your moms out there are really glad it's back to school time.
Yes.
So that's, everybody around here has been really busy with getting back to school and getting children prepared and getting them on their way, and maybe this wreath will signify the end of summer, early fall, beginnings of early fall. I think I'm going to need it a little bit longer than this.
Yes, ma'am.
About, yeah, 12 inch. Yeah, thank you.
Are you going to use all 3 ribbons?
I think so. We pulled some ribbons to put on this. Very simple, very simple. But just to add an extra touch. I like working with this eucalyptus wreath because the eucalyptus itself is wired, so you can make it go and do what you want it to do.
Is it real eucalyptus or is it faux eucalyptus?
It is faux.
Okay.
So therefore, a lot of people either really love eucalyptus or they really don't love eucalyptus because of the scent. It's kind of strong. So this is faux.
It doesn't smell.
No, doesn't smell at all. So I think it has a nice look though.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Okay. All right, for the bow, this is one, we have 3 different ribbons, but this one is one we've used before. I'm going to try to use that instead of opening a new roll
Okay.
if you can.
Okay.
And so it's 3, nothing wild and crazy. This kind of putty colored, I guess, and this stripe.
Okay. All right. For the large, I'm going to move the wreath here. Thank you, Miss Jenny. I don't know what we would do without her. I'm going to measure out here about 35 inches for my first length. Another 35. I think I was practicing earlier and I want this to be 4 loops.
Okay.
So I'm going to measure out each time. That was 2, 3, 4.
Okay.
Okay? So 4 times 35 is, well, whatever. But
A bunch.
I'm going to pick my length up here, gather it together, make another loop here, another loop to my left, and then come back around with my 4th loop, and I'll have just a little bit extra there to work with. Once I get it on the wreath, I may cut it just a tad if it's too long. Okay, so I've got 4 loops, and then I've got 2 tails. And just to go ahead and make it easy for everybody out there, I think I'll cut that extra.
Do you want some wire
Yes,
for the
please.
center?
Yes.
guess you probably want a good bit.
Just a small piece, 10 inches again, please. 10 or 12. Thank you. Okay. Now let's put this to the side and add a little of the putty color canvas stripe. Again, I'm going to measure out 35 inches. And then another 35 inches. I think I'm just going to do 2 loops for this one.
You can cut this one.
Yes. This is a 10-yard roll, so if you'll just cut it right there.
Straight?
Straight across will be fine. Yes. So you would have plenty of this to use elsewhere. Okay. And then...
More?
Yes, please. Thank you. Okay. There's that one. Thank you, Miss Jenny. And then I'm going to do this one. 35 again as well, but I think I'm going to do 4 loops on this one. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, it worked. And again, that's another 10-yard roll, so you'd have plenty on that one as well. One loop. 2 loops, hold in the center. 3 loops. 4 loops. I think I'm going to leave this one just a tad long because we may come back and do a little something with it. Okay. Thank you. Now I've got all 3 of my bows wired, and I think that I'm going to wire them together now, please. Thank you.
This one's my favorite.
Yeah, I like it. It's simple. Sweet and simple, just like you. Okay, I've wired these together, making sure that the close-up is still on and everybody can see how I'm doing this. Okay. And now one for the center. This color, you said you called it putty, but it kind of reminds me of a eucalyptus color.
Right, I don't really know if it says, it may say natural or it may say khaki. I don't know.
I think it complements the eucalyptus. It looks great. Putty stripe. There you go. Okay, and now I'll just add my bow back to the eucalyptus wreath.
Oh, do we need to make a
hanger? Yeah.
How about a green?
Thank you.
I love a Chanel stem.
You want to make it?
No.
They do make life a lot easier when you need a good hanger. So I just ran my Chanel stem through the back of the wreath. The back of the wreath is kind of like a grapevine.
It is.
So that's nice. Easy to work with. I'm twisting up here. If you'll just hand me the wire cutters, please, ma'am. Don't want to make the hanger too obvious.
Right.
So I'm going to twist it down at the bottom too to create a little opening there. Okay. And then I'm just going to add my bow.
Do you need more wire for that?
I think so, please. And I was telling Carrie, I think that you can use this outside as long as the area is covered. I wouldn't try to use it.
Why?
Otherwise.
That's a face of cotton.
Okay, I'm just going to spread out my bow here. Hide my wire. Hand me the cutters, please. Thank you. And then once we hang it here, we'll see how long the streamers are.
Put it on this little thing just to kind of see.
Okay. Now, Carrie has to reel me in sometimes. I do like a long streamer, but this one might be a little too long. So I'm going to cut this in a dovetail, simply like that. And then I might cut the other one in a dovetail, folding over the ribbon and cut in at a point. And there you have it.
It's pretty good, I think.
Yeah, Mississippi cotton and eucalyptus all together.
With the measure
Let's measure it here.
behind you on that.
Got
Matt
it.
Martin has taken my thing.
Here we go.
So it is about 30 inches.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it'd be about 36 if you count the tails. So it looks good. Pre-made. Just a little bit of cotton and just a big bow. Pretty simple. We like it. All the
Yeah.
supplies came from Trendy, and we'll have the link up soon.
Thank you.